Hey everyone, welcome back to She's Busy Podcast. I'm your host Katie, and in today's episode, I'm busy interviewing Leon Chen about his sneaker and Pokemon reselling businesses. Leon, could you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
I'm a current Virginia Tech incoming freshman. I graduated from Darien High School June of 2024. Um, that's basically good enough.
And what do you plan to major in at Virginia Tech?
I plan to major in electrical engineering if possible. I do not know how I'll do, so maybe might switch out.
Are you considering switching to business at all, considering your past experience with Pokemon reselling and sneaker reselling?
Maybe either that or finance or like poli sci.
Okay, so I know you have a sneaker reselling business, but I don't know how long that's gone on for. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Mm-hmm. It started since like prime time COVID in like November. I was able to purchase my first shoe off the Nike website. They have a specific app called like Sneakers, which like they have like, more of like the popular shoe releases.
And how many shoes did you resell in total, if you had to estimate?
And I think I've sold probably like 9, maybe 11,
So
somewhere
it's
between there.
not a large business, but
The profits are high.
like, what are your margins on each shoe, you'd say?
Some margins could range from like either 70 to like $100, and some could range from like 2 to 300.
How did you get into this business? Did something inspire you? Or how
I
did it
was looking
happen?
for a way to like make cash being like 14, you know. I wasn't able to work or like actually like get income. So I decided to, you know, start selling shoes.
And what shoes did you sell specifically? Was it just Nikes or other types?
I specifically aimed for like Nikes, like there's a bunch of other shoes that I could have like tried to get and resell, but like those like websites or like apps were just way too confusing.
What platform did you sell on?
I sold on StockX. Like all I needed was the shoe, a box, some sort of like packaging material to like keep the box from like getting destroyed, and like all I needed to do was like print a slip or two and then like package it up, and then I just have to ship it.
Were you selling pretty locally or did you have to ship things far?
I only sold on StockX, so I did not sell locally. The shoes would always have like the shipping labels being sent to like their facility in like New Jersey where they got authenticated.
Did you ever consider selling on Facebook Marketplace or eBay?
For shoes,
Yeah, for your shoes.
uh, I never really sold on like Facebook Marketplace or eBay. Like those way Facebook Marketplace, you would have to like end up meeting them, and like I don't feel like doing that. And like eBay was like a little bit more annoying to do. Plus, like they eBay takes like a little bit more off the percentage, and
I
like
heard
so,
they take like 13%, but Facebook Marketplace locally they barely take
nothing.
any of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But like for StockX, sometimes they had like 100% off like the fee. Fee is a little bit higher, but sometimes they have like events or like days that they have 100% off like seller fees, and that will like maximize profits from like an extra 30-40 bucks sometimes.
So
Get
let's
them.
talk a little bit more about your Pokemon selling experience. What inspired you to do that?
Um, so I went on Twitch one day, and I saw like people were streaming like people like opening up packs, and like you could purchase those packs, and they would like only give you the good cards. I ended up purchasing like 2 packs for like $10, and then I pulled like over a $200 card from it.
So how long have you been selling Pokemon cards?
I probably sold them for like a solid like few months, probably like 2 years ago. I would end up like purchasing a few, seeing if I got anything from it. Sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't. from like getting that 200 to like $300 card from the first time. I ended up selling it on eBay for like 275, using that money to like purchase more packs, like more cards to just open by myself.
So for Pokemon cards, you only used eBay to resell?
Yes.
Why not a different platform?
Like what I stated before, it was like weird and like more confusing to do.
So when a Pokemon is rare, you can get a lot of profit on it essentially.
Hmm.
And what specifically was the moneymaker one for you?
I don't know, there's a few, but the first time I received a $275 card, I used that money, ended up purchasing more and more, then got a job, then might have bought like a little bit more. Then I ended up getting like another $150 card that I ended up selling. So yeah.
So ultimately, did you end up losing money or making money on the Pokemon selling?
That I don't really know.
You had to
So
guess.
probably lost a bit, but I don't think I lost much. Like I always found ways to like make money, like in some sort of way.
So Leon, what was your biggest takeaway selling Pokemon cards and shoes?
My biggest takeaway is like spending a bit more time in the future if I could,
To
and like,
maximize your profits?
and like if I ever do need like a quick way to like earn cash, like I always have that spot, and like possibly to also not like spend that much money on like things I know profit like.
You won't make money off of.
Hmm.
Would you consider buying shoes in bulk? That way you have a lot to sell and you can just quickly get them out to customers.
Bulk orders are like harder to get, and like sometimes if you get like a specific bulk order on a shoe, people can end up like not wanting them because if there's so many. I think a bulk order is very hard.
So if you were to do this again, the process of reselling Pokemon cards and shoes, what would you do differently?
Like find more ways of purchasing shoes, like using instead of just using one app, like get a bunch of different like sort like websites, apps, like stores to specifically go to like to get the shoes.
So would you say you weren't really putting a lot of time and energy into these businesses and they were more of a small side hustle?
I'd say so
Okay.
because I never really focused on it. It was like something always on the side that I could end up doing.
Thank you so much for sharing your insight with us. Once again, I'm Katie, this is Leon, and this was another episode of She's Busy Podcast. See you guys next time.